Good morning.
Good morning.
Happy Mother's Day weekend. Welcome back to the Candelaria Design Kitchen. We are on episode number 2. Last week or 2 weeks ago we made homemade pasta, and today we're making
a homemade tiramisu for all the mothers out there.
Yeah, so happy Mother's Day. I want to say happy Mother's Day to my mom and Isabel's mom.
And my mom, I wore this shirt especially for you because when I was a kid, your whole bedroom looked like this. All the comforter and the drapes, so it definitely reminds me of you, and I miss you, and I can't wait to see you soon.
Anyway, tiramisu. Sounds complicated, sounds tough. Okay, here's the deal. I'm wearing this chef jacket today only because I have one that I kind of like to wear. It's kind of fun to pretend like I'm Mark Tarbell. But trust me, I am not Mark Tarbell. And if I can make tiramisu, anybody can make tiramisu.
So can you.
Okay? And you'll enjoy it, your friends will enjoy it. It's a great dessert. It's not that tough to make. You can make it the day before, keep it in the fridge, pull it out, and all your friends are gonna be like, whoa, they'll be blown away. So hopefully,
Really good.
this will all come together. We've already kind of created a little bit of it last night so we can kind of keep this thing moving. So let's get started, all right, guys? Let's do it. Here we go.
Here we go.
All right, so we start this recipe with 4 eggs, and we got some beautiful eggs from my client, Jerry Hormel. Swung by her house yesterday morning and picked these up. Aren't they gorgeous? So we'll start with the 4 eggs. Tiff will do that. And what we want to do is just the 4 yolks.
Yep, so it's just the yolk, so I already did 2, and look at the color on those.
Look at the color on those. Aren't those gorgeous? Okay, so we got 4 yolks. Then we're going to add a 1/3 cup of sugar
Here's
and
where
a
you do that.
1/3 cup of Marsala. Marsala wine, or if you're really Italian, you'll get some Vinsanto. Okay, Vinsanto is the true way. I couldn't find any. I think we drank it all. So we went with Marsala wine, which works just as well. Okay, so she's got that going. While that's happening, I'm going to heat up some cream over here. And you don't want to boil this. You just want to get this warm because we're going to drop some a 1/4 cup of semi-sweet chocolate. These could be chocolate chips, but I couldn't find any in the store. But right next to them was beautiful Baker's chocolate at AJ's, so I just splurged and got the Baker's chocolate. Same thing, only this is probably even better. Okay, so we'll get this nice and heated up. I've got some water heating up over here. We're going to do a double boiler, and we're going to make our zabagnoni in a double boiler pan over the top of this heated water. So we'll get that water cranked up.
Yep, so here's our 4 egg yolks. We're gonna pour that into our bowl. And then we also need...
I just saw that Karen Candelaria joined.
Oh, hi Grandma Karen.
Hi,
Yay.
we miss you.
Wait till we get my mom in the kitchen. That's going to be an episode to watch. I'm just telling you guys.
That would have been perfect for today.
That will be fun. So
I just want to get...
they're still being safe, staying in quarantine. Good job, Mom. Good job, Alette.
1/3 cup of sugar. We're gonna whisk. And it doesn't need to be like hardcore whisk, so you can just do
We're
this
going to be doing some
yourself.
hardcore whisking, so don't worry about that
But
part.
this part, you just do like this. And then we're also gonna do a 1/3 cup of this delicious masala wine.
Oh, I see Florida Frog has joined.
Florida Frog is your mom.
Hi, Mom. You missed my intro about the shirt I wore for you. Does it look familiar? Maybe like your bedroom once? All right. Anyway, let's pour this
There you go. I'm going to add the chocolate chips over
alcohol
here.
in, whisk away, and then go see what Dad's doing over there.
So I just added the chocolate chips to the warm cream. I'm just going to let this slowly melt. I don't want to burn it, don't want to scald it, don't want to boil it. Just want to melt everything and make a nice like a ganache, cream and chocolate. So again, no rush, just let it take its time. I got my hot water, you can see it's starting to steam over here, so that's getting perfect. Again, I don't want to get this too hot either. I just want to get a good steam going so I can temper my eggs and create a nice zabagnone.
Zabagnone.
Zabagnone, I love that. So I keep thinking I'm going to play hockey or something, pull the zabagnone out and get the ice a little better, But this time it's all eggs, okay? It has nothing to do with hockey. No frickin' hockey today. This is all egg work.
Dad's
okay?
not very good at hockey anyway.
No, hockey would not be my deal. Okay.
So is this wine easy to find? This is,
Yeah, you get it like AJ's has it.
Alette just commented and says she loves those eggs.
Hi,
Oh yeah,
Alette.
they're beautiful. Okay, so take a look at that. This color, usually this color is, you know, yellow. And you can tell here with these farm fresh eggs, it looks like butterscotch. It looks like caramel. It's so beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna take that over here. I'm gonna set it on this pan of hot water. And we're just gonna keep whisking away, okay? Meanwhile, Tiff is gonna get started on our whipped cream.
Where's the version that's done of that?
We got it, don't worry.
Okay, not time yet.
Not time yet.
All right, whipped cream, heavy whipping cream. That's all you need
get
and
that,
sugar.
get that mascarpone going.
I am. So 3/4. This is just a 1/4 cup. So I'll do 3 of these. And you want to make sure your cream is cold, or else it doesn't whip very well. So learn that the hard way.
The mascarpone is pretty good to kind of get to room temperature.
Yes.
It emulsifies a little better.
Yes, the mascarpone, I'll pull that out in a second. We only just pulled it out of the fridge, but you should have it out a little bit earlier so it's not so dense. And that way it whips better too. So here's what this looks like. And we pretty much found everything at AJ's. So if you just go to a specialty grocer, probably Whole Foods, anything like that, and you should be good. So I already took the lid off. Here it is. Still a little dense. And you put that whole thing in.
But I'll tell you the smell, I wish we had smell-o-vision, because this smells so good.
So we need
Just
a
absolutely
1/3 cup of sugar. So I'm gonna do a little more than that.
Okay, so you can see over here, this mixture's starting to get a little thicker, starting to turn into a custard, and that's what you want. You almost want it to look like pudding, and in this case, it'll look like butterscotch pudding, but usually it looks like lemon pudding. And you don't want it to get too hot, because if it gets too hot, you're going to scramble your eggs, and no one wants to have scrambled egg tiramisu. It's not a good thing. Okay, so if you see it kind of getting a little hot, and it's better to go slow. I mean, you're better to err on taking your time than going too fast, getting it too hot, and ending up with a scrambled egg mess. So I kind of just work back and forth, and I just keep whisking this thing. And you can see it's getting a nice fluffiness to it. And I just keep doing that till it feels nice and thick.
Yeah, so for whipped cream, you need to really whip it. So we're
You want
gonna
some nice
start low.
stiff peaks, right?
We're gonna gradually increase.
There you go.
And whipped cream is actually really easy to make.
And that has sugar too?
Yeah, I
Yep.
added the sugar.
All right.
People
Good.
don't realize that whipped cream's so easy. That's all you gotta do. Sugar and cream, and it's amazing.
Put a little vanilla extract in it, gives it a great flavor.
Yeah, that's usually what like traditional whipped cream calls for, some vanilla.
So what I want to do is I want to check the temperature. You want these eggs to get up to about 160, 165 degrees. Then you know that they're cooked, okay? So we're going to see where we're at here.
All right, so now I get to stir in some mascarpone.
There you go. Fold it in. Fold it in.
Yeah, little chunks, so smaller than what I did at first anyway. So don't use the whisk when you say fold
Yeah, I
it
just fold it with the spatula. And once you kind of get it folded in, then I go back and whip it with the whisk. Okay, so that batch there, we've mixed in our chocolate. But you can see the chocolate here in the pan goes into this mixture. And then we did that last night, so you got a whole bowl of it all pre-mixed. And what you want to do is you want to, after this comes to temperature, and you've got the chocolate mixed in, which I'll show you here in a second because this is almost done. That's what you end up with over there. You want to put it in the fridge and let it sit for about 30 minutes.
Yeah, so that's why we did this in advance, because it's got to sit in the fridge.
Yeah. I'm just going to show you how to mix this really quick. And Tiff's really good at getting every ounce of ingredient out of the pan. She doesn't let anything go to waste.
Yeah, you noticed here, I even scraped this. I
There
want
you go.
all that.
Get the chocolate in there. And you can see how nice and thick that custard is. And zabagnone is a dessert on its own. I mean, you can just make zabagnone and keep it in the fridge and then add like strawberries or blueberries or just something like that.
Graham
It
cracker crumble.
makes a great dessert, guys. Like, so good. It's basically an egg custard. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Can I get all that out and then we can spoon this into this. Get that out first.
It's thick now. So
You can see how nice and thick that. It's like pudding.
So 30 minutes.
Yeah, you want to put this in the fridge 30 minutes or more. And zabaione is one of those things you can just keep in the fridge and keep it as a dessert, like I said. So this sat all night.
Yeah, so you can definitely make that part ahead like we did. Just keep it in the fridge.
So what we've got is lady fingers, savoiardi, balaco. Okay, my Italians that are watching are going to be having a kick. Now, what does psychology talking about? But these are little lady finger cookies, and they've got a little bit of sugar on one side. So these are great. These are great for tiramisu. You can see what the tiramisu looks like there on the picture. So we'll get those ready. Right here we've got some espresso. We need to mix a little bit of sugar into that. So it's got some already, but I'm gonna add a little bit more. So we're gonna soak these lady fingers in the coffee.
We're gonna quickly dip them.
Yeah, you don't want them to get too soggy. If they get too soggy, they don't taste good.
Cookies. So the sugar side's gonna go on the bottom because basically we're building everything upside down. So when you flip it,
The sugar will be on top.
sugar will be on top. So I dip the bottom just real quick. See? It like barely went halfway. And then I do this side a little more because that'll be the heavy side. It'll, gravity will go down and then you set it right there. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna stack them.
Okay, so you got the first row ready.
Yep, first row's ready. Take
Okay.
a look at that. See
Good.
how they just barely all fit together?
Yep.
They're a little soggy. And
We got the
then,
saran wrap in there, so it's easy to flip this later.
Yeah,
So now we'll
good
just start
point.
slopping the zabaione on there. Here's the one we made last night. The true test now will be the flip, huh?
Yeah.
And now we will try to flip this. And a good way to do that is like this, you guys.
Yeah, that's the easy way.
Okay? There's the test. Oh, look at that.
Oh, that's so pretty.
Let's pull this off really slowly.
And also, side note, this whole package was exactly enough. I have one left over. So,
Then we do a
you're
little
being the
cocoa.
same size.
And I like
You like a lot?
And you can always add like confection sugar too. If you got some powdered confection sugar, if you want a little contrast in color.
Wow! Look at those layers. That looks great, Dad.
That's it, guys. Tiramisu. What do you think, huh?
Tiramisu for you! Thanks for joining us.
Thanks again, you guys. Happy Mother's Day. We love all of you. Join us in 2 weeks as we will make paella, my famous paella. So get ready for that, okay? Ciao, everybody. Love you all. Stay safe, stay healthy. Ciao.